What is going on, guys? I wanted to talk about this because I think it's kind of serious, but also I don't think it's that serious, but it has the potential to be very polarizing, and here's what I mean. On October 7th, Kotaku posted this article. You might have seen Verlicify's video or anybody else's video, or Wolfie Glick's tweets, or I think Pokémon MD tweeted about this. Kotaku did this article. Their tweet just says, "This fan-made browser game is pro Pokemon players' secret weapon," which basically brings us to the article they did about Pokemon Showdown. This is so stupid. How do I get rid of this? Let me just, I'll just scoot myself over like this seamlessly. I'm a professional. It's an okay article, I guess. Around 1 million players a month are throwing down in Pokemon Showdown. Maybe. I don't know if it's 1 million a month. If that many play all the time, I guess. But I'm not here to talk about what they got wrong. You can go to Verlicify's video for that. He just talks about all the things that they got wrong. But the reason that I'm saying that this could be a big deal is because everyone, or not everyone, but you know, metaphorically speaking, everyone, a lot of people in the Pokemon community are getting upset at Kotaku about writing this non-article about Pokemon Showdown, because typically that means if it's like a fan game or something like that, it usually gets blown up, right? Usually gets taken down. And so for a number of reasons, this article could probably be like the end of Pokemon Showdown. Me personally, I would hate that. So, man, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys about it. More than any new Pokemon reveals or anything like that. You know, it's that sort of stuff is whatevs. But this, to me, is important because, so let's play both sides of the argument. Here, I'll move myself back to normal. Say this article came out and it's responsible for the death of Pokemon Showdown. That means that you no longer get to play test your teams, right? You can still theory craft, you still have the damage calculator and stuff like that, type effectiveness charts and, you know, stat calculator and stuff like that. You know, that stuff is fine. There's always going to be people who make that sort of stuff. And if Showdown goes away, there's just going to be another tool that comes in to replace the void that Showdown left, right? But without Showdown, you can't just pull it up in your browser or on the app or whatever and then just instantly battle someone. Like in the games, you would have to, so far, you would have to have beaten the game entirely and then get all of the items and train and breed and stuff like that. And with Showdown, you just get the end product. You can just go straight to battling and practicing, right? That's the benefit of Showdown. And I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what Showdown is. I'm just talking to people who might not use Showdown all the time or whatever. I'm also explaining my reasoning why this Kotaku article, if it's as big of a deal as people think it is, might be as big of a deal as people think it is. Because with Showdown, you just hop straight in. You could practice, change your teams, all with just like the click of a button. Whereas in the vanilla games with no hacking or alteration or anything like that, you have to start completely over from an egg. Now, me, I enjoy both sides, right? I love breeding, okay? A lot of my accidental shinies that are my favorite Pokemon, my favorite memories, are from breeding for a perfect team, right? And it's just fun to me. I love the mechanics where you have to like trade off and stuff like that and pass down the moves and, you know, stuff like that. I actually enjoy that. I don't find that to be a problem at all. But it's not fast. And for a full team, if that team doesn't work, you just wasted a ton of time. So I would rather find that my team isn't going to work in a couple matches on Showdown very quickly than spend all day long making a team from scratch to find out, oh, I did this wrong. I mean, you have the you do have the stat lowering items and stuff like that. That's totally understandable. But what I'm saying is the convenience of Showdown is so, like, you know, invaluable in the Pokemon community because you could just turn it on and you could just play. But, you know, I don't know, if Showdown goes away, you wouldn't have that accelerated. So on one hand, if Showdown goes away, that's bad because you can't just instantly turn on your PC or phone or whatever and just start testing teams and playing against other people, right? You also have to wait till you beat the entire end game of your version of the game and then get all the items and train and stuff like that. So if Showdown goes away, all of that convenience goes away. If Showdown stays, there's another competitive scene that is not VGC, which is not necessarily bad, but also it has to be addressed that Showdown can directly be tied into hacking, because you can literally just export to PK Hex and then you have your Showdown team exported into your game, which isn't 100%, like, it's by no means does that say that Showdown equals hacking. Absolutely not. But if Showdown were gone, as of right now, so this is October 9th, this article came out on the 7th, and I think Verlicify put his videos out on the 8th or whatever, and then Wolfie tweeted out his response, I think on the 8th, and so did Pokegame. I can't remember. But if Showdown is gone, then in the game you have to have everything at your disposal, right? So let's play devil's advocate and say that they shut down Pokemon Showdown. So there's no more battles, there's no more instant training for VGC, which isn't what people use it for. They use it for singles, they use it for not really playing official VGC rules. Now everyone is going to have to play in a VGC format, either doubles or singles, because you know how sometimes they have those little categories online, singles ladder, doubles ladder, triples ladder, or like the events or whatever. So everyone's going to be forced to do that. And as of right now, on the Switch at least, or for Sword and Shield, there's not a known way to hack in Mons. Now, is that because, do you guys think that that's part of the reason why the Galar Dex thing is the way it is because they want to prevent people from hacking, so they constantly change up the roster? I don't think that's part of it. I think it's so they can continually get your Pokemon Home subscription dollars. If you'll see my video, I probably won't link it, but I did a theory video on what they're actually going to be using Pokemon Home for. So I think that, I don't know, I'm going to be really upset because I did my first like real collab with Callum, or HoodlumCrafty, HoodlumCallum, whatever you want to call him, on Pokemon Showdown. I didn't go anywhere with the series because no one else got back to me. He was the only one. Shout out to you, Callum. And it was great. It was fun. It was over Showdown, and we, you know, quizzed each other, and then based off of the answers to that quiz, we made a team for each other, and then we had to battle each other with each other's team. It was really fun. I don't think anyone has done anything like it or since, but I don't know. You can take that idea, by the way. I'm sure at least someone has thought of it before me. But that was a pretty big deal. And like, you know, with Levenant or Warfare 120, all those Showdown streams that we did and those late night Showdown random battles and stuff like that, I really enjoy making those videos and doing those streams. And Showdown is a huge part of it because, like, for me, I never got a capture card. Ever, not ever, right? So Sword and Shield, the Pokemon content is going to be flowing. Good or bad or indifferent or whatever, it's just going to be flowing because it's on Switch and I have a capture card. I have an Elgato, but I never got a capture card for both of the 3DSs I have. The reason I have two 3DSs is because I hacked one of them so that I could wirelessly stream to my computer without a capture card. I have a second 3DS that's legit, so I never went to a tournament, but I always had planned, this is my legit 3DS that I can have with my legit teams and stuff like that, so I don't get kicked out of a tournament. But my hacked one is strictly for, you know, streaming and making videos, and it wasn't reliable. And from what I've heard, the capture cards on the 3DS haven't been very reliable for a while. They've been sold out for a long time. You gotta wait for like months and months and months. They're super expensive. And so for some people, Showdown is a way to put out Pokemon, competitive Pokemon content without having a capture card, or without downloading a ROM, or without some other jerry-rigged way of getting Pokemon content. It's Showdown. Everyone knows Showdown. Play Showdown, climb the ladder, and stuff like that. Awesome. They have their own rules. They've cultivated this Smogon community, whether you hate it or whether you love it or whatever, right? And all of that is so awesome, and that would suck to build up all this history and have all this influence for Kotaku to publish an article that then it already has gone viral, and then for Nintendo to get wind of it, or the wrong person to get wind of it and say, hey, we need to take this down. Which is what a lot of people online are assuming is going to happen. You can look in the replies and it's all like, snitch, shut up, delete this, memes, you know what I mean? And I can sympathize with that. But other people have pointed out that Nintendo, or the Pokemon Company rather, has probably known about this for a really, really, really long time. I mean, everyone uses Showdown, right? To either hack or practice or whatever, either side of the coin that you want to take that argument. A lot of people use Showdown, and it's very useful, and it's very fast, and it's very efficient. And the problem with that is it has not come from the Pokemon Company. It's not official. It doesn't have the official Pokemon stamp, right? It's using Pokemon characters, Pokemon names, all of that super illegal stuff that comes with making a fan thing that Pokemon has been known to shut down all the time. So I think that's where people are coming from. So I mean, what do you guys think? I'm not gonna Philly D you guys and say, I don't have an opinion. What do you think? Be my opinion. Fill up my comment section. Like, I know my opinion. I'm gonna be super sad if Showdown goes away, because I love Showdown, and I have a lot of good memories with Showdown, and I have a long history with Showdown, using it, messing around with it, and I'm gonna be really sad if it's gone. I hope they don't take it away, but I can also see how they probably will, because they seem to have focused more on the competitive aspect of Sword and Shield, making everything easier, like slowly but surely making everything easier, eliminating breeding, giving a lot more bottle caps and stuff that instantly makes your Pokemon, like the candies, the candy system, you know, you don't have to work so hard. The easy IVs where you can just look and it says good, you know, they're trying to dumb it down and make it so that, and also the declining VGC numbers. People really don't attend VGC like they used to. And I think I don't want to put this evil on Showdown, because I love Showdown and I want to stay up. But I think the Pokemon Company in general is making moves towards getting everyone to the VGC events, and that all-encompassing sort of Disney mentality of keeping everyone under the umbrella of Pokemon and not letting anything else in. That's pretty much it. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Is it a big deal? Is it a big deal at all? Should Kotaku have even posted this article? Should Verlicify have even made 2 videos about it? Should I have even made a video about it? I think I should have, because it's important to the Pokemon community culture. Like, this is a part of Pokemon community history that I think it's important to address. But the context, If this was a video about how important is Showdown, that'd be one thing. But, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. I am Philip DeFranco. I have no opinion. You are my opinion. Comment section. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I forgot how to do my YouTube outro because I haven't made a video in so long. I apologize. If you like that video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment if you feel so inclined, and subscribe to get updates on all of my newest content drops. There will be more. I'm going to ramp it up, getting closer to Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I'm leaning more towards my channel being exclusively Pokemon content with stream highlights and all of my more regular content over on Twitch. I just had a baby, so I need to find a more regular flow of content, but as I said before, I'm not quitting, so don't give up. You don't give up, I won't give up. Anyway, you guys have been great. I have been the Danger Moss. I will see you next time. Bye!